is being along with Saran is just zoning Johnson out. Jupiter, but the Razov drive was absolutely perfect. Damage gets the retribution on time. Using the Endless will be taking a lot of damage. Razov not getting the Johnson will be watching the and there we go. Get the lead in with the super position. It's Rush not sniping. Noise is being along with Saran is just zoning Johnson out. Jupiter, but the Razov drive was absolutely.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to MK Championship Season 5. This is gonna be the day one of the qualifiers round. We are here into the stream right again with the teammates actually sitting inside the lobby, and I'm Azazel with my co-casters Zentox, and we'll be like casting these coming matches for y'all. So these matches are gonna be best of 3. Well, Zentox, go ahead and tell the audience about the team if you know them or have you seen them.
I haven't seen them yet, but we have Black Minds and the other team here, and I expect to see a good match. These both teams managed to make it to the qualifiers, and here we will see only really good teams play out and actual strategy involved. Would you mind going to fill in sponsors?
Yep, absolutely, Zentox. Well, going ahead, our sponsors for the MK Championship Season 5 are Genesis Store being the main sponsor, the biggest account selling and reselling store in India. You can go ahead and take the link given in the description to go sell or buy accounts according to your choices. Secondly, we have Ivy Diamond Store and Zeutan Store. We also have giveaways happening today and the upcoming days. You will be getting redeem codes on your screen, and those redeem codes will be worth 54 diamonds if you can go ahead and redeem them in the link given below. That those redeem codes are actually sponsored by Ivy Diamond Store. Well, here we are into the ban phase. Zentox, take over and tell us about what you see here happening.
The first ban is most obviously Arlet. They don't want the second team, the second pick, to have Arlet as an option, so they ban it right off. And the second team banned Nathan, which is a pretty strong marksman currently in the meta.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite interesting seeing the first big team who's actually gonna get the pick actually banning Arlot. Well, they might not have the players for it, but yet again, the Nathan ban coming in from the side of ABM was also very good. Nathan is a menace on the battlefield. I would say the damage is insane. And here also Fredrin, another thing that we have seen in the past matches from Jay. If you have seen, Jay was a menace on Fredrin. He was down to behind enemy lines, taking down everything. The jungle control, everything was top notch. So here a respect ban coming in from the side of Black Minds onto Jay and his Fredrin.
Most definitely. ABM has aggressive playstyle. They have the style to dive into turrets. They want to limit the heroes. The ABM could have to do that playstyle.
Yep, and the first pick after the 1-1 ban coming from the side of ABM, it's very interesting to see that ABM is actually banning marksman. Both of the bans are based on marksman. Well, it's interesting, but I would say 1-1 does deserve a ban. And from the side of Black Minds, Xavier was picked. Xavier is a really strong mage, I would say, and picking him was no mistake at all. But here coming on the side of ABM, I would say that Moscow getting picked. Along with that Goshen, I would say Moscow is a really strong point of ABM. They do use Moscow very well and very much the ABM, and Goshen I think is, I'm not sure, I haven't seen Goshen on the side of ABM. Have you, Zentox?
I haven't yet, but it does fit their playstyle. It does go into the diving strategy that ABM plays, so I would like to see it in play.
Yeah, that a highly invasive strategy, the highly, what to say, aggressive strategy coming in from play style coming in from the side of ABM. They just dive in turrets without losing a single casualty and getting those kills out, those points out, those turrets out completely. And here we can see Edith getting picked on the side of Black Mines. I don't know where the Edith is going. Might be going on the XP lane or even on the roam. Along with that, Beatrix getting picked. Well, Beatrix is a fine pick along with Edith, I would say. But here we can say Jay is on his signature hero. The Sun Wukong God
Ooh.
is here. We might be able to see some Jade on Sun type of showtime here on the stream. So, yep, guys, buckle up. We might be going in for some rough matches here.
This will be a spicy match.
Yep, talking about spicy, we can see that Atlas is actually getting banned from the side of ABM. They saw that Rome was not picked from the side of Black Mines. Actually, Edith was there, but she can be flexed either on the XP or on the
Yeah,
Rome, so
yeah.
they're not taking any chances. And they are actually going for that Atlas ban. Atlas can be a huge playmaker if he's picked as.
Oh, speaking of playmakers, Kufra is another second best playmaker in my opinion.
We are gonna see Jay's son along with Apex's Hufra in the single match. I think this is going to be treat to the eyes for the viewers. We might be able to see some really interesting gameplays, really interesting clutch moments, and some skills that these global rankers are going to showcase us for tonight in these best of three matches. And in front of Moscow and Sun, I don't think it's good to take something that cannot mark them backline because they will melt you, Barats, and getting that
Most
Barats picked
definitely.
is not a yeah, it's not a good thing. I would say for the side of Black Minds.
Black Mines, I feel like they needed an assassin of some sorts. They have a really strong front line, but if even by a chance Gushin or like Sun makes it to the back line, there's no one to punish him and stop him from escaping.
Yeah, backline there are two really squishy heroes, Xavier and that Beatrix. And if Gushan gets there, Kufra gets there, Dragon gets there, it's game over. I would say they have some front lines to protect them, Borat, Hylos, and Edith. But those front lines can be melted down easily, I would say, in the late game by that Moscow and that Sun. Well, those late game can be seen in the game itself as we see both of the team clash. Right now, we can see the last pick coming in from side of Alim. He's taking on to that Yuzong, and yes, we are here into the loading screen, and we'll be moving ahead into the game pretty soon. Well, looking at the drafts right now, the composition right now, who do you think has an upper hand in the coming early games and talks?
That would most definitely be. I would most definitely say isn't that ABM? Like they have the every single hero to make an initiation here. Like Hylos needs level 4 before the initiation, but Kufra can just do it at level 1 if he wants to.
Yeah, but I would like to say that Sun is pretty much useless till he gets level 4. After he gets level 4, he might be able to deal some damage, but that's also not enough. And Moscow might be able to do something, but against that Beatrix, I think Beatrix is gonna play pretty safe. And talking about the XP lane, even Edith is not gonna allow Dragon to actually do something that he wants. And Gushen is also pretty much useless before level 4. So I think it's gonna be pretty much stalemate in the early game till they get level 4 before we can see some action. But here we are into the land of dawn, peeps. Both of the teams have taken a position. Black Mines versus ABM. This is going to be best of 3 day 1 of the qualifier round. This is MKE Championship Season 5, sponsored by Genesis Store, co-sponsored by Vidama Store and Zeutan Store. On to you, Zentox.
Here we already have some action here. Kufra is making sure Beatrix doesn't cam the Moskov, and he made sure to give vision. Hylos is making sure that Kufra can't jump on the Beatrix. So we kind of have both marks secured here. And already fight
Actually,
behind the bottom lane.
Hylos actually being really aggressive here. He's trying to look for something, but here the Petrify has been popped by the Gushan, but was not able to take out anyone. As I said, I would say that heal was used. Revitalize were used by the Hylos to actually gain some HP back, and really good move here. Kufra is actually really low, while Hylos is looking really healthy here, and they might just get that upper hand onto Ryu here. But Apex is charging. He's gonna get
Oh,
onto that
amazing
DPS,
jump.
and Ryu has popped his no. He has still waiting on his inspire then, but Hylos is still charging. He's really low. He should back off right now, as Asuna is looking to target him right away. Here Brass also reaches here, but he's not level 4 yet, and this is going to be an opposite rotation from both of the junglers, as Sun Jay has reached onto the top side where the Edith is. and Jay is also level 4 along with Bratz here. But here Apex is also really low. We might be able to see some skirmish here in the bot side before they are actually heading off to the turtle.
Was definitely there was some good early fights, but no one really got a kill. They played extremely safe. Sun here jumping on Barats though.
Actually, ultimate has been no ultimate is still there onto J and even on the Barrage. They might be able to get something here. Yep, but no flicker was used by Apex, and Apex runs away really well as Candy tries his best to actually get the first blood here. But they still have their retribution. Jay and Candy both have their retribution, and they might be they are
Hawk
gonna go
though.
and ahead and contest for that. But into the top lane, we can see flicker actually being used by Edith, and the first kill was right on the point. Lightning actually takes out Alim Fit Aldous right there, and this is gonna be the first bell going into the hands of Black Minds.
That was just insanity. We have seen Edith being strong, but she's strong enough to beat Yuzong at level 4. Jesus.
Actually, on the bot side, we can see Apex might be going ahead, but no, his first kill was not on point, and here Defeat as actually playing really well. He was able to actually defend the lane really well here, and actually Hylos coming in for that backup here to give that vision to him as the turtle goes into the hands of Candy really well without any contest here.
Ooh.
And yep, the lead is still maintained. It's only a 400 gold lead, which doesn't mean anything to Black Minds or to ABM here. It all depends on who gets the first snowball here. Is if that Moscow or that Beatrix, is all depends on both of them. And here actually
Oh,
the first kill
Beatrix
actually
though.
from the Apex charges onto that as Defeat, and he is caught here. Jay actually goes on to him, but Gushan takes the kill here. Hylos is actually trying to do something here. He uses his ultimate here. Asuna is actually caught up in the first kill of Legend here, and I think Asuna will be falling down here. Meanwhile, Candy actually uses his ultimate on to Apex, and Apex will be surviving for really well here. He's actually a tank. I think he might be able to survive here, but no, Ryu is really low. Apex is really low. They fall off back retreat, and it remains right there. Trade for 1-for-0, 1-for-1 into the favor of yet again Black Minds.
Oh, Kufra's jump though. It almost landed.
I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. That Xavier falls off right there. Meanwhile, ultimate pop. And what is Dragon doing here along with Edith?
Oh
Where is
my
Edith? Edith is also here. They might be able to take out Jay. No, Jay is actually going to survive.
Oh, is he actually gonna survive? Oh, he actually legit
Yeah.
gonna survive.
Yeah, the slow coming in from the
Oh,
from the
that
bush.
snipe
Second kill.
almost hit.
These guys are really trying to run with their lucks here, ABM, and this is gonna be 4-for-3 score. The goal lead, which was 400 into the favor of Black Minds, now has shifted into the favor of ABM. And I would say it's a really balanced gameplay coming in from both of the sides, and we are really getting what we hope the gameplay
Most
right
definitely.
here.
This is a qualified rounds, people. This is a qualified rounds. Both teams can pack a punch. There's no snowballing here right now.
Yep. And here Apex in a really good position here, but Legend sniffs him out where you're going. I'm gonna take this bush here, right here, making space for Candy to actually go ahead and take that turtle onto his side. And yep, I think they'll be taking that turtle ahead as Jay is not yet not even near that turtle, and he has also used his ultimate to actually take a prematurely threat buff. And both of the sides are looking really stalemated right now, as the goal lead is
I
nowhere
thought the
near.
Moscows would jump on the Beatrix.
Yep, but I don't think that might be the case. But talking about the MMs, Defeat is actually 0-0 KD. He has died 2 times. Meanwhile, Ryu hasn't died even once, and he is gaining up his gold really fast. Meanwhile, Kufra here, Apex gets a catch onto that Xavier, and the Xavier actually falls. Jay has used his skill. I think Asuna will be falling down here. Yep, Asuna will be falling down here. Meanwhile, Beatrix onto that shotgun here. I think she'll be falling down as Alim Feet just lands right on him, and he'll be taking that kill here. And Ryu actually trying to do some damage onto that Barat, but Candy is really stopped and big right now. He might be able to tank it out for some bean, but the damage is gonna be enough to take him out, and it's gonna be mega kill for the Alim Feet Aldous. Meanwhile, Edith actually gets a tower onto the top lane as Jay gets a tower onto the mid lane. This quite equal for both of the sides. Yep, split pushing. I know actually it's not equal right now, as ABM has also taken a tower onto the bot side as well as on the mid side. Mid side is actually worth more than the sides, and Edith was only able to take
Most
one tower in the
definitely.
side. Yep. So ABM is in the lead with a 1.1 gold K lead and 2 tower lead. 1 tower lead. And right now we can see the gameplay actually shifting into the favor of ABM little bit. I think the Mage and the MM should need to play a little bit safe here to actually safeguard their late game. Meanwhile, Jay goes in for that non-minion push using just his ultimate, and he just takes it out. He doesn't care if the minions are there or not. Jay is the son, and he will go inside and take the tower out. You can't do anything.
That is the
Huh?
ABM we know.
Yeah, but I think Moscow will be falling down here. He was really off position here. Too much overextension.
Oh.
And Candy and Defeat finds that catch, finds that punishment onto Ryu. And actually, ultimate being used by Olympiadal does that. Black Dragon From is actually targeting that Xavier as Cecil falls down. And here we can see Legend also in a really bad position as Lightning is trying to give some backup here. Candy actually eats Olympiadal. I think Olympiadal will be falling down here. There's gonna be a shutdown onto the dragon getting on. And the
bruh.
tower actually getting tower got pushed by the Beatrix into the bot side, and here Black Mines are actually looking for some payback here as they are trying to get some pieces back on the board, and they have taken it, and the goal lead is also down to 1k only, and the tower have stabilized as well. ABM actually being ahead in one tower only. But here we can see Asuna. Asuna is really in good position. He might be able to take down that defeat.
Oh.
Yeah, the Chifa was on point.
Quick hands here.
Yeah, I wasn't that quick, but yeah, I would say it was right on point. Ultimate has been used by
It's
Apex,
quick
but he
enough,
is
I guess.
not. Yep, and here, as I said, we're falling down here. Yep, this Jay's close. Oh, the ultimate was on point. Moscow snipes him out. As a legend is also gonna fall if he does not use his almost
Bharat
using
is in the
also
bad
was not
position, I
often
feel
used.
like.
We're talking about Boras looking at both side. A really good thing is happening here. Oh, the ultimate was on point as well, but yep, I don't think Bryant will be falling. No, he'll be falling down here as even Olympiad has this cushion, and Jay was marking on him. Uh, well, I don't know what to say. ABM do know what they are doing. They are 13 kills. Meanwhile, Black Mines are at 6 kills. And that is totally visible into the form of that goal lead. Well, Jay is just like a pushing machine. He's just pushing, having no regard for the minion whatsoever. Meanwhile, so many skills getting used here. Asuna diving in and getting out with that cushion combination, very smooth actually, avoiding any CC on the way out. And Jay is just farming and doing all those opposite parallel rotations, taking those towers out, taking those buffs out from the enemy front lines. Well, now they have.
Surprisingly, even though Jay has been farming, he's only like one level ahead of Bharat's.
Yeah, but actually Jay has been farming and Bharat has been on the front some kills, and actually he wasn't able to do anything. Still Bharat is ahead.
That's
Well,
what I don't get. That's what I don't get.
yeah, that's a mystery we need to solve. But here it's gonna be Idiot versus Moscow, and Moscow does not use his Inspire. Is this some sort of disrespect happening here? I don't know. But minimal. Yep, Gushin gets that mark in onto the ET, but I don't think he'll be committing to it. He's out of the range way well, and Jay takes that Lord out of nowhere. Well, that's it for like taking Sun for you. You don't know when the Lord's gonna take an out. It might just take a couple of seconds for him.
That's just like giving anxiety. Where's the sun? Is he taking Lord? Is he like pushing? Is he going to be behind in this push right now?
Yeah, it must be such error for the enemy if they are like caught alone by Sun. Like it's gonna be 3 versus 1, man. He's gonna jump you, and you can do nothing about it. Like the corrosion side slow is such a menace. It almost puts a trauma to you. And here we can see Candy is in really bad
marksman-
position.
oh,
Jay goes in.
Bharat's-
Yeah, but damage is not enough. Candy actually tanking it really well. That it's actually tanking all of this damage really well. That's what you get for actually being at full stacks. But I don't think he's gonna get any stacks from anywhere right now. I think he's gonna go ahead and get small. He's gonna go ahead and take some stacks right there. But here I think he was down half stacks here, and actually Jay going in for the push here. Ultimate has been used, and yep, Legend will be falling down here as the damage was really well. Actually, they cannot make out who is the real Jay here. They are actually trying to give all the skills onto the clones.
There are like 2 ultimates used on those clones.
Using the
Oh,
quirks
boy.
of Sun to its fullest. That's Jay for you. And if you cannot make out who's the real Sun, killing him can be like... Oh, actually, Ali Midfield was what a beautiful combination onto like 2 people here, and that kills Beatrix out on the spot here. And yep, Candy will be caught here into the combination of Apex Ultimate, but no... Jay is just focused on pushing. He does not want kills. Does not want anything else. Ali Fit Aldous will be falling down here into the hands of Barat. Meanwhile, Jay is just pushing. Jay just wants that anything else along with that Moscow. What are you gonna do?
I want to see the third push statistic for the Sun. I need to see it.
We just wanna see this push statistics. I think the damage that Barat took, third
83%.
the 83% push,
Oh my
36,282
goodness.
damage done to those towers. Those towers are gonna have nightmares of Jay now. He doesn't need minions. He doesn't need his team. He knows what he
107
needs
doesn't
to
matter.
get this
He's the
win.
third killer.
Yeah, you don't need minions to actually take that tower down, and you don't need kills to actually win the game. That Jay is actually proving really well here. And
Most
yeah,
definitely.
this is it for game number one. Like game number one of qualifier round ended in 11 and a half minutes. Ahem. Well, we are actually, I think we are looking at clean sweep. Would you say?
I would say it was very fair at the start. It was very good at the start. Both teams were going in with fights, but somewhere along the mid game, Black Minds got outplayed by ABM's constant. It was actually Kufra's jumps which actually made the difference in my opinion, and it was slowly shifted into a landslide.
Actually, they just had too much on their plate.
You
Apex
could even
just,
say that.
yeah, I would say like Apex having that constant engages rotation to goal lane and back mid lane, goal lane and mid lane. There you have that constant problem to look out for. Xavier had that constant problem of cushion to look out from. He does not know where he's gonna pop off of, and could not win against Ryu 1v1. That was also a problem. You need that Hyolos to be there to actually hold
Mhm.
that tower in a sense. And then comes the trump card, the J. J is
Most
everywhere on the
definitely.
map. You already have these many things to look after. Kufra's engage, Ocean's engage. You need to get your gold lane to actually win something. Yep, the turtle somewhere, but this was actually intentional from the side of ABM. I would say Jay was intentionally not taking turtles. He knew where the teams are gonna rotate, and he's gonna put pressure on the other side. If they have 2 3 things on their hand already, how they are gonna stop me from pushing anything? And that rotation shift happening again and again actually put Black Minds in a really sticky situation. They didn't know what to do, and all that pressure came down to all their turrets actually getting vanished out of thin air.
Definitely.
Yep. And here we are. We'll be moving ahead into the game number 2 really soon, as we can see. Defeat actually the Beatrix from last match. For reference, actually saying he's gonna make some coffee for himself. Well, he does need it. Um, and we'll be moving ahead as ABM and Black Minds actually swap positions. ABM is gonna get the first pick right now, and Black Minds are gonna be on that second pick, that's also gonna give you the first 2 picks and the last pick. Well, looking at the last match, who do you think is gonna have the upper hand even in this match?
I will say that Black Minds should be ready for what ABM has planned for him now. I think that Black Minds should have the upper hand, considering they know the place of ABM, and it has not changed for the tournament yet.
Yeah, I would say that's correct. But looking at the ban section, what are they gonna ban? They tried
Uh,
banning Jay, but Jay had other ideas.
I still think that banning Fredrin is a valid option, since Fredrin was banned. He couldn't really go into turrets and get kills. He was forced to push turrets, so Fredrin should be still banned. And I think they should ban out Kufra because at least that's one less playmaker for their team.
Uh, yep, and actually not just that, they actually need to plan out their engages and disengages really well. They need to plan out their counters, non-counters. Actually, all those picks that ABM did, there were no counters to any of them. I would say no counter picking was done here, and so ABM was able to do what they wanted to do. Everything went according to the plan. So we'll be looking ahead to some interesting outplays coming in from the side of both of the sides into the second match. For right now, we'll be taking a 5-minute quick break for the casters, for the team to actually get fresh, and for the casters to actually make sure everything's working fine, at least for the technical
Alright.
team. So, yep. We'll be back in a while. Stay tuned, guys, and look out for those codes that might be coming on your screen anytime. Of a legend here, and I think Asuna will be falling down here. Meanwhile, Candy actually uses his ultimate on to Apex, and Apex will be surviving for really well here. He's actually a tank. I think he might be able to survive here, but no, Ryu is really low. Apex is really of a legend here, and I think Asuna will be falling down here. Meanwhile, Candy actually uses his ultimate on to Apex, and Apex will be surviving for really well here. He's actually a tank. I think he might be able to survive here, but no, Ryu is really low. Apex is really of a legend here, and I think Asuna will be falling down here. Meanwhile, Candy.
Who first jumped, though? It almost landed.
I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. That Xavier falls off right there. Meanwhile, ultimate pop. And what is Dragon doing here along with Edith?
Oh
Where is
my
Edith? Yeah, Edith is
goodness.
also here.
Oh, who first jumped, though? It almost landed.
I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. That Xavier falls off right there. Meanwhile, ultimate pop. And what is Dragon doing here along with Edith?
Oh
Where is Edith?
my
Yeah, Edith is
goodness.
also here.
Oh, who first jumped, though? It almost landed.
I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. That Xavier falls off right there. Meanwhile, ultimate pop. And what is Dragon doing here along with Edith?
Oh
Where is Edith?
my
Yeah, Edith is
goodness.
also here.
Oh, who first jumped, though? It almost landed.
I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. That Xavier falls off right there. Meanwhile, ultimate pop. And what is Dragon doing here along with Edith?
Oh
Where is Edith?
my
Yeah, Edith is
goodness.
also here.
Oh, who first jumped, though? It almost landed.
I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. That Xavier falls off right there. Meanwhile, ultimate pop. And what is Dragon doing here along with Edith?
Oh
Where is Edith?
my
Yeah, Edith is
goodness.
also here.
Oh, who first jumped, though? It almost landed.
I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. That Xavier falls off right there. Meanwhile, ultimate pop. And what is Dragon doing here along with Edith?
Oh
Where is Edith?
my
Yeah, Edith is
goodness.
also here.
Oh, who first jumped, though? It almost landed.
I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. That Xavier falls off right there. Meanwhile, ultimate pop. And what is Dragon doing here along with Edith?
Oh.
Actually trying to do some damage onto that Boraz, but Candy is really stopped and big right now. He might be able to tank it out for some bean, but the damage is gonna be enough to take him out, and he's gonna actually trying to do some damage onto that Boraz, but Candy is really stopped and big right now. He might be able to tank it out for some bean, but the damage is gonna be enough to take him out, and he's gonna actually trying to do some damage onto that Boraz. And if you cannot make out who's the real son, killing him can be like, oh, actually early midfield, this was a beautiful combination onto like two people here, and that kills Beatrix out on the spot here, and yep, Candy will be caught here into the. And if you cannot make out who's the real son, killing him can be like, oh, actually early midfield, this was a beautiful combination onto like two people here, and that kills Beatrix out on the spot here, and yep, Candy will be caught here into the. And if you cannot make out who's the real son, killing him can be like, oh, actually early midfield, this was a beautiful combination onto like two people here, and that kills Beatrix out on the spot here, and yep, Candy will be caught here into the. And if you cannot make out who's the real son, killing him can be like, oh, actually early midfield, this was a beautiful combination onto like two people here, and that kills Beatrix out on the spot here, and yep, Candy will be caught here into the. And if you cannot make out who's the real son, killing him can be like, oh, actually early midfield, this was a beautiful combination onto like two people here, and that kills Beatrix out on the spot here, and yep, Candy will be caught here into the. And if you cannot make out who's the real son, killing him can be like, oh, actually early midfield, this was a beautiful combination onto like two people here, and that kills Beatrix out on the spot here, and yep, Candy will be caught here into the. And if you cannot make out who's the real son, killing him can be like, oh, actually early midfield, this was a beautiful combination onto like two people here, and that kills Beatrix out on the spot here, and yep, Candy will be caught here into the. And if you cannot make out who's the real son, killing him can be like, oh, actually early midfield, this was a beautiful combination onto like two people here, and that kills Beatrix out on the spot here, and yep, Candy will be caught here into the. And if you cannot make out who's the real son, killing him can be like, oh, actually early midfield, this was a beautiful combination onto like two people here, and that kills Beatrix out on the spot here, and yep, Candy will be caught here into the. And if you cannot make out who's the real son, killing him can be like.
Annoying. He's being along with Baran is just zoning Johnson out. Jupiter, but the Wrath of Drive was absolutely perfect. Come and get the retribution on time. Using the Endless will be taking a lot of damage out of it. Not getting the Johnson will launch into the. And there we go. The lead with the super position. It's Rush not sniping.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MKE Championship Season 5. As the game 1 just concluded a while ago, you can see the humongous victory, the humongous advantage, and the first hand, the heavy hand that ABM had onto BLANKMINDS. And here we are moving on into the second game of tonight, of day 1 of the qualifier round. I must say, so, along with my co-caster Zentox, we'll be casting these matches for y'all. And Zentox, go ahead and hit the viewers with the sponsors for this tournament.
The sponsors for this tournament are Genesis Store, the biggest account selling and reselling group in India, and the co-sponsors for this tournament are IOI Store and Zeutan Store. Each redeem code will be 54 diamonds for the stream, and the winner of the last giveaway was Mumuso. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. Now we're in the draft phase. Over to you.
Well, yep. Well, talking about what I see here into the draft phase is gonna be the one actually getting banned from the side of ABM, and BLANKMINDS actually banning that Nathan. I would say actually BLANKMINDS actually being on the second side, they know that Nathan, they don't want Nathan on the opponent, so they did ban Nathan. And I think ABM has some traumatic experience from 1-1. I have seen no other team ban 1-1 except them. They're actually a pretty good team, so I respect it. So I'm quite curious what led them to actually banning 1-1 every match. Not just that, they actually also banned the Arlot. They actually know the capabilities of Arlot, so they ain't gonna leave it open like some matches that we saw some other days that I casted. And here we can see that Xavier actually getting banned from the side of BLANKMINDS. What's going on to their heads? Like they were the one who actually picked Xavier. Yeah, they did pick that Xavier last match. Well, I think it's a respect ban for Asuna, as they don't want that Xavier into the hands of someone very capable. And do keep in mind, Minsitar and many other peeps are really open here, so you should not go for Lancelot. Yep, and here ABM actually still
first pick.
Actually, I think this is what happened in the last match also after they got their first pick. Yep, and actually Ryu getting onto that Moscow is gonna be like someone getting on their comfort pick here, as he's planning that Moscow really well, and I think he hates that. And yep, as I was talking about, Mitsutar actually getting picked here as he was open, and Mitsutar is really good counter for the flex of that Lance and this Moscow, and also that Martis getting picked here. Martis is really good pick here, I would say. It's like both of the picks from the side of BLANKMINDS are into the meta and really strong picks. Meanwhile, looking into the ABM side, what do you think, Zandox?
I think Granger is a perfect pick against Martis, considering that Martis doesn't have a really long dash skill to catch up to Granger, and Granger can keep his distance perfectly from a Martis, as long as he has vision, of course, on him.
But like picking Xavier Granger second pick might be risky for them as you don't want someone like Natalia to pop in on your ass, and it's gonna be really um sorry for the slang. I think I lost myself, but yep. You don't want yourself to. The point was you don't want yourself to actually get countered really well after getting that really good, really onto the Granger. Um, and here I would say like ABM is actually looking really squishy here. Meanwhile, Black Minds are looking very sturdy along, except that Claude. And yeah, yet again, Atlas actually getting banned from the team
Ooh.
that's on the second pick. Last match, ABM did the same. This time, Black Minds are actually doing that Atlas ban as the third ban. And Fredrin getting banned from the side of ABM itself. They actually know the capabilities of Fredrin. They have seen it on their J itself. And Lunox is here. Lunox here is actually
It's
not
interesting because
a good
that's kind
pick.
of like denying ABM any tanky picks, sort of, isn't it?
Yeah, like ABM is really squishy right now. If that Cho and if that Cho doesn't go it doesn't go defense, then ABM's only person to frontline is gonna be that Apex. And if Alim goes, most likely he will go defense items. So there might be two frontliners. Um, so it's gonna be okay only. But still, yet again, the main damage dealers from the side of ABM are looking really squishy. But for that reason alone, I'm even thinking that here on the side of Black Mines, Lunox was not a good pick. You know, Lunox is made to melt really high HP targets, really high defense targets,
Definitely.
and she's not made to burst down people who also have a high damage. Like heavy hitters like Moscow, Granger can end your life before you even have a chance to get 3 hits on them. Like that's the minimum hits you need on Lunox to actually knock someone out. But yet again, I think picks like Kagura, Farsa would have been better with against these squishy heroes like Granger, Valentina, and Moscow. But yet again,
Mm.
Azazel's mind, I am hoping it will be good. Last match it wasn't so good. Even though he's using my name or we are using a common name, I don't know. But bro, please don't let me down. Please don't let the
Well,
name
we'll
of Sage
see.
down.
He
Yeah.
has a disadvantage here against his team. Let's see how he does.
Yep, then talks on to you. Let's hit the audience with the intro and the sponsors.
The sponsors being Genesis Store, Cosmos being IBY Store, and Zeutan Store. Guys, make sure to check out their team codes in between the matches and make sure to claim those 54 diamonds per team code. And here we go to the mid lane.
You're actually looking in the mid lane, actually Apex and Rasuna actually bullying Azazel, but no, Azazel is actually doing really well. His first kill,
Oh, he's actually
he
good.
knows. Yep, and actually you can see that Benedetta actually going in onto the J. He's gonna try and do something here, but I think he's gonna be caught in a real sticky situation here as Apex and Asuna are both converging on him. Alim Vital just goes in onto him. Yep, he was actually pretty low here, but we can see here that even the mage and Candy was there, and retribution has been missed. Jay gets that little wonder, and I think SS will be falling down here. Yep, what a good use of my name.
Oh,
Well,
it's
first kill goes in
fine.
the
We know
hands of
you're good.
ABM. Um, as Apex
Oh,
being really greedy here, you should not be such. He takes him down.
will he actually survive this? No, he will not.
And it's a swap here onto the onto the golden side. I don't know who died first and who died second, but I can see here that the gold lane of blue was a minion of blue was actually lost here. So I think Claude lost his farm really well. Well, a tips for you guys: if two players kill each other 1v1, who's gonna get the more advantage, Sentox?
I would say it depends on who lost more minions, right?
Well, keeping that aside, we can see actually good engage coming here into here.
Oh
Yeah, but Jay actually
my.
dives in, starts with the ultimate. Guys goes in with that Rhapsody first kill and takes that cloth down. That's a really good snowball actually coming in from that Jay. Actually, this is what you need onto that Granger as much are gonna poke that tower out. They're not gonna focus on the turtle here because always, guys, if you're actually getting a tower with full gold cap for free,
Ooh.
it's okay to let go of the turtle.
This is the kind of players that question because this happens multiple times. Black Minds take the turtles, but ABM takes way more.
Yeah, like they did got a turtle, but if you can see under the goal lanes, into the goal economy side, ABM side. I mean, meanwhile, ultimate has been used by Dazal. He goes in for to that dark, and I think he falls down here, and here it's gonna be one for none trade here right now, as of right now. And here Granger actually commits and takes that kill onto that tank, and Legend gonna fall down into the hands of Jay, and yet again IBM actually taking that lead this time even heavier than the last match. It's gonna be 10k goal lead compared to the
Oh
7k from the
my.
side of Black Lions.
Just the snowball from the start this time. There's no competition right now.
Yeah, this
As
is
you
what
said,
Granger
Lunox has
needed.
no chance.
Yeah, you need time to actually gush out damage on Lunox into that early and mid game. And those heavy hitters are not gonna that couple of seconds. And yet again, the only thing that Lunox can do is wait for the late game as she gets that burst. Meanwhile, here actually Ryu doing really well. Ultimate has been used. But very good engaged to actually catch the Ryu off guard. It's gonna be 2 versus 4, so I think it's really fine for them to fall. Meanwhile, Apex actually gets retreated really well. He backs off nicely, and here interrupts, and I can see a possible gang that was coming in, forming up onto that lightning was avoided for now. Lightning still has that ultimate. I think, yep, you should not engage. You should just clear the lane and get out of there. Lightning, yeah, he's gonna fall. Might fall
Ooh,
here.
Jay's looking
Jay
for
has
that.
that ultimate. Jay has that ultimate. Yup, I
Oh,
well, here Candy actually trying to get something out of Jay Bear, but Jay is already onto the snowball with that very good movement speed, and he's gonna outwit all of them, and he's gonna take a kill onto that Marty's Candy as well. And here we can see that actually Apex coming in, and all of the team Asuna and Alim actually converging onto the top side to actually get control over the tower as they try and take it down.
this is kind of
Well,
what I meant. You can't really catch a Granger with Ice Retry with this kind of comp. Unless Bandetta pulls some very good plays here.
yeah, but not just that. Even if you get to him at this point, I don't think you can kill him because you don't have enough damage. Claude cannot do anything. Lunox might be able to poke him down a little bit, but not kill him. And I don't think he's gonna let Martis at the end get to him. And
Most definitely.
actually talking about the snowball, I think they're gonna tower into the mid side by forcefully here, and this is a really, actually a very good combination. Actually getting used by the J critical comp, but no ultimate has been used. Valentina will be taking that kill onto that main Sitar. Meanwhile, as Claude will be falling down too, and it's gonna be a monster kill for J. Benedetta falls 1v1 onto the top side. Is that Cho building damage? Yes, that Cho is building damage. Well, I turned out to be wrong. I thought Lim will be going for a more frontline bin, but he's going for a more squishy killer build, very much damage. And so only the frontline left here is gonna be Apex. It might work out for Black Minds here if they hold it out till the late game. They have more front lines here.
This Missy is having a really hard time hooking someone because there's just so many people who are dashy here.
Yep, but yet again, Minsiter actually counters all of them, but he can't, cause ABM ain't gonna let him. And even if they
That's
do, there's Valentina. Valentina also
that's
gets the
basically
ultimate
it,
of
right?
Minsiter. Yep. And here we can see a very good engage actually coming in from the J yet again under the ball side as he takes down that Claude just by his ultimate. That's damage. Oh, the damage is so much. You can see Legend almost fell down from his Rhapsody. And not just that, all of them just to push here. Look at the towers. It's gonna be um 5 towers fallen. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile,
Ooh.
that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here, yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, his Rhapsody yet again learns as a critical bullet take down onto that Lunox. The damage was there. Insane amount, I would
Triple.
say. Yep, I
Oh,
was
with the
looking for that.
Kaja.
Flicker use. And he actually, I think it's gonna fall. No,
Oh no!
no,
My
Cho doesn't have anything else. I think he's gonna fall here. But Epic is actually trying to have something done here. Um, yes, it was really good enough time before falling down, and that time was actually utilized really well by that J as he was able to take down that mid tower for himself.
I would say
Yeah,
a Cho dead for inhibitor mid-turret, that's extremely worth it.
I'll take that trade anytime. But talking about that, even the turtle has not spawned yet, and the inhibitor is already cracked open for Black Mind. This is not looking good from all angles. And as I was talking about a way earlier, that if two people actually kill each other, who's gonna have the upper hand?
That is just depending on who lost more minions before both people died.
Actually, nope. And here we can see
Oh,
actually
then
that
where is it?
there's a falling yet again. Ryu actually going in for the attack speed to actually take down the tower really well here. Legend not landing his hooks on anything. And under normal circumstances, if two people kill each other, like without any mean contest or anything else lost, the guy who died first is gonna get less gold. And
Oh.
no, no, actually, the guy who died first is gonna get more gold because once he died, the value of the killer is gonna go up, and when the killer goes down, he's gonna get more gold. And here we can see actually two people falling down here just from the damage from the Moscow. Even Moscow is getting online right now, and that Jay's damage is enough to take that bandit down. She just came out of fountain. She just came literally out of the fountain, and she is down 30, down to 30% HP.
They are just sending Black Mines back to the fountain, like, oh yeah, we're back out? Okay, go back in.
Yeah, and the ultimate was used by Kaja, and when Tina takes that kill using Marty's Decimate and double kill,
Oh,
and it's gonna be triple.
oh,
Yes,
triple!
you don't wanna look at this. It's gonna be Maniac. Yeah. Oh no,
Oh,
Jay, you are Maniac.
it
What's a
was
potential damage for Asuna? Oh my god, Jay, you're a demon. I can already hear that Apex and Asuna actually crying out and cursing you for Lord's sake. Well,
I want to hear that VC.
yeah, I want to hear the VC too, like what's going on into the ABM right now. But I would, well, I don't want to say it.
That
I don't want
happened.
to say it, but I want to say it. Charlie Chaplin's and the Chocolate Factory. Well, Candy. Keeping the jokes aside, everything for fun, guys. Do not take any offense. If you have taken any offense, I would like to apologize to you
Yes,
on
please.
behalf of MK and everything else. It's just for the fun for the audience and everyone else. But here, the score is 26-6. What do you think went wrong for Black Minds this time?
I would say that surprisingly going more squishy gave them less opportunity to like fight back. Even though they had Martis and Mincy, the moment they lost Edith, Tylos and Barats, those tanky picks, they just started falling. And Lunox was also a questionable pick here, obviously. What do you think?
Yeah, all those picks here were also questionable. You can also see there are no much counters here, except for Mincitar, which was immediately recounted by the pick of Valentina.
Definitely.
And not just that, actually, no counters were actually picked here. Cho was actually picked for the counter of Claude. Kaja was picked for the counter of Martis or Benedetta or Lunox before they are actually able to do anything. Like ABM actually knows what they are doing. They need to lock down those heroes, those high hex heroes, and Black Minds have no counters to them at all. And meanwhile, this is one thing of the two things that actually made their downfall. The other two thing is giving that Granger what he wanted. They gave that Jade that snowball. You should never give to a Granger. If Granger gets his
Definitely.
snowball, his bullets are gonna hit harder than all five of them combined. And this is what happened. Like look, 26 score. 14 is on Jay himself. Some of them got stolen, so it would have been more. So the damage you can see 3% damage actually done by Jay himself. 50% of the tower damage done by Jay himself. So giving that snowball to Granger led to their downfall half of the match, and half of it was dependent on their picks itself. So this is it for the match number 1. Why don't you wrap it up, Santox?
Well, before we wrap it up, I'll talk about the sponsors, which is Genesis Store, IUI Store, and Zeutan Store. Remember to keep an eye out for redeem codes, each redeem code being 54 diamonds, for the link where you can redeem those codes. It's first come, first serve, so make sure to get them. This was the second game, and is this the best of 3?
Yep, this is the best of 3. So yeah, ADM does take it away like clean sweep. Black Mind falls, clean sweep.
Yep.
And
Clean sweep.
Lunox, my bro Azazel, bro, you left my name down, like personally speaking. But this is it for game number one, guys. We're gonna wrap this up. I will be back again with the game
Yes.
number two, which is gonna be Bay Esports versus I don't know the second team's name, but it's
Seven
one of the
colors.
team is gonna be Bay. Yeah, Seven Colors. So Bay Esports versus Seven Colors is gonna be coming up right onto your screen like in couple of minutes. Like the match time is not yet here yet. So I would like you to like take some coffee, sit back, enjoy, and relax, and watch those highlights that are gonna pop up on your screen right now. Well, I'm Azazel along with my co-casters and docs, and we'll be taking off for right now. Signing off.
See you.
Well, ultimate has been used by Dazal. He goes in for to that dark, and I think he falls down here. And here it's gonna be one for none trade here right now, as of right now. And well, ultimate has been used by Dazal. He goes in for to that dark, and I think he falls down here. And here it's gonna be one for none trade here right now, as of right now. And well, ultimate has been used by Dazal. He goes in for to that dark, and I think he falls down here. And here it's gonna be one for none trade here right now, as of right now. And well, ultimate has been used by Dazal. He goes in for to that dark, and I think he falls down here. And here it's gonna be one for none trade here right now, as of right now. And well, ultimate has been used by Dazal. He goes in for to that dark, and I think he falls down here. And here it's gonna be one for none trade here right now, as of right now. And well, ultimate has been used by Dazal. He goes in for to that dark, and yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. No, actually, the guy who died first is gonna get more gold because once he died, the value of the killer is gonna go up, and when the killer goes down, he's gonna get more gold. And here we can see actually, no, actually, the guy who died first is gonna get more gold because once he died, the value of the killer is gonna go up, and when the killer goes down, he's gonna get more gold. And here we can see actually, no, actually, the guy who died first is gonna get more gold because once he died, the value of the killer is gonna go up, and when the killer goes down, he's gonna get more gold. And here we can see actually, no, actually, the guy who died first is gonna get more gold because once he died, the value of the killer is gonna go up, and when the killer goes down, he's gonna get more gold. And here we can see actually, no, actually, the guy who died first is gonna get more gold because once he died, the value of the killer is gonna go up, and when the killer goes down, he's gonna get more gold. And here we can see actually, no, actually, the guy who died first is gonna get more gold because once he died, the value of the killer is gonna go up, and when the killer goes down, he's gonna get more gold. And here we can see actually, no, actually, the guy who died, Khaja, and Tina takes that kill using Marty's Decimate and double kill. And he's gonna be triple. Triple! You don't wanna look at this. It's gonna be Maniac. Yeah, oh no, Jay by Khaja, and Tina takes that kill using Marty's Decimate and double kill. And he's gonna be triple. Triple! You don't wanna look at this. It's gonna be Maniac. Yeah, oh no, Jay by Khaja, and Tina takes that kill using Marty's Decimate and double kill. And he's gonna be triple. Triple! You don't wanna look at this. It's gonna be Maniac. Yeah, oh no, Jay by Khaja, and Tina takes that kill using Marty's Decimate and double kill. And he's gonna be triple. Triple! You don't wanna look at this. It's gonna be Maniac. Yeah, oh no, Jay by Khaja, and Tina takes that kill using Marty's Decimate and double kill. And he's gonna be triple. Triple! You don't wanna look at this. It's gonna be Maniac. Yeah, oh no, Jay by Khaja, and Tina takes that kill using Marty's Decimate and double kill. And he's gonna be triple. Triple! You don't wanna look at this. It's gonna be Maniac. Yeah, oh no, Jay by Khaja, and Tina takes that kill using Marty's Decimate and double kill. And he's gonna be triple. Triple! You don't wanna look at this. It's gonna be Maniac. Yeah, oh no, Jay by Khaja, and Tina takes that kill using Marty's Decimate and double kill. And he's gonna be triple. Triple! You don't wanna look at this. It's gonna be Maniac. Yeah, oh no, Jay by Khaja, and Tina takes that kill using Marty's Decimate and double kill. And he's gonna be triple. Triple! You don't wanna look at this. It's gonna be Maniac. Yeah, oh no, Jay by Khaja, and Tina takes that kill using Marty's Decimate and double kill. And he's gonna be triple. Triple! You don't wanna look at this. It's gonna be Maniac. Yeah, oh no, Jay by Khaja, and Tina takes that kill using Marty's Decimate and double kill. And he's gonna be triple. Triple! You don't wanna look at this. It's gonna be Maniac. Yeah, oh no, Jay by Khaja, and Tina takes that kill using Marty's Decimate and double kill. And he's gonna be triple. Triple! You don't wanna look at this. It's gonna be Maniac. Yeah, oh no, Jay by Khaja, and Tina takes that kill using. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here. Yet Ryu fell here. But Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here, yet Ryu fell here, but Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here, yet Ryu fell here, but Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here, yet Ryu fell here, but Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here, yet Ryu fell here, but Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here, yet Ryu fell here, but Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here, yet Ryu fell here, but Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here, yet Ryu fell here, but Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here, yet Ryu fell here, but Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta down. Meanwhile, that's a Ruby DD combo. Someone fell here, yet Ryu fell here, but Granger is actually trying to get something here. Yep, they're down 5 towers as the basic attack from those 2 MMs is enough to take that Benedetta. No, actually, the guy who died first is gonna get more gold because once he died, the value of the killer is gonna go up, and when the killer goes down, he's gonna get more gold. And here we can see actually, no, actually, the guy who died first is gonna get more gold because once he died, the value of the killer is gonna go up, and when the killer goes down, he's gonna get more gold. And here we can see actually, no, actually, the guy who died first is gonna get more gold because once he died, the value of the killer is gonna go up, and when the killer goes down, he's gonna get more gold. And here we can see actually, no, actually, the guy who died first is gonna get more gold because once he died, the value of the killer is gonna go up, and when the killer goes down, he's gonna get more gold. And here we can see actually, no, actually, the guy who died first is gonna get more gold because once he died, the value of the killer is gonna go up, and when the killer goes down, he's gonna get more gold. And here we can see actually, no, actually, the guy who died first is gonna get more gold because once he died, the value of the killer is gonna go up, and when the killer goes down, he's gonna get more gold. And here we can see actually, no, actually, the guy who died first is gonna get more gold because once he died, the value of the killer is gonna go up, and when the killer goes down, he's gonna get more gold. And here we can see actually, no, actually, the guy who died first is gonna get more gold because once he died, the value of the killer is gonna go up, and when the killer goes down, he's gonna get more gold. And here we can see actually, no, actually, the guy who died first is gonna get more gold because ultimate has been used by the Zal. He goes in for to that dark, and I think he falls down here, and here it's gonna be 1 for none trade here right now, as of right now. And ultimate has been used by the Zal. He goes in for to that dark, and I think he falls down here, and here it's gonna be 1 for none trade here right now, as of right now. And ultimate has been used by the Zal. He goes in for to that dark, and I think he falls down here, and here it's gonna be 1 for none trade here right now, as of right now. And ultimate has been used by the Zal. He goes in for to that dark, and I think he falls down here, and here it's gonna be 1 for none trade here right now, as of right now. And ultimate has been used by the Zal. He goes in for to that dark, and I think he falls down here, and here it's gonna be 1 for none trade here right now, as of right now. And ultimate has been used by the Zal. He goes in for to that dark, and I think he falls down here, and here it's gonna be 1 for none trade here right now, as of right now. And ultimate has been used by the Zal. He goes in for to that dark, and I think Khaja, and Tina takes that kill using Marty's Decimate and double kill,
Oh,
and he's gonna be triple.
oh,
Yes,
triple.
you don't wanna look at this. It's gonna be Maniac. Yeah, oh no, they
Oh,
changed by Khaja, and Tina takes that kill using Marty's Decimate and double kill,
oh,
and he's gonna be triple.
oh,
Yes,
triple.
you don't wanna look at this. It's gonna be Maniac. Yeah, oh no, they
Oh,
changed by Khaja, and Tina takes that kill using Marty's Decimate and double kill,
oh,
and he's gonna be triple.
oh,
Yes,
triple.
you don't wanna look at this. It's gonna be Maniac. Yeah, oh no, they
Oh,
changed by Khaja, and Tina takes that kill using Marty's Decimate and double kill,
oh,
and he's gonna be triple.
oh,
Yes,
triple.
you don't wanna look at this. It's gonna be Maniac. Yeah, oh no.
Annoying. He's being along with Baran is just zoning Johnson out Jupiter. But the Wrath of Drive was absolutely perfect. Come and get the retribution on time. Using the Endless, will be taking a lot of damage out of it. Not getting the Johnson will launch into the and there we go. The legend with the super position. It's Ras not sniping.
Hello everyone, welcome back to MKEsports. I'm your special guest caster for the match, Ruds Official, as well as with me in the caster's desk is Zentox. We are here to
Hello
host
there.
the match between 7 Colors versus BeyEsports. So, Gentox, tell me, are you excited for this match?
Absolutely. We have a fellow caster in one of the teams, BeyEsports, Azazel here. He was actually casting for the last match, if anyone remembers.
Oh yes.
Your team is banning.
Let's see if we can do well in the battlefield right now. And without much ado, we go straight into the draft. So, Gentox, tell me, what do you expect from these teams? You have seen them before, right?
To me, your team is banning.
I have seen them. Both of these teams are actually. I will say that they're a bit more counter-attack based teams, so they don't have too much aggressive playstyle, but they do have some of that. This should be somewhat of an
Okay.
even fight, I would say that, as you said.
Mm-hmm. I understand. So right off the bat, we got the 1-1 ban as well as the min shooter ban,
Team is banning.
along with Alot. Do you think they are going for a CC heavy kind of a lineup, or what do you say?
Considering they ban Mincy, I would say that they're going for a dash kind of maybe lineup, or they want to prevent the other team from that.
From dashing out. The Julian has been banned as well.
Is picking.
So
That
the first
might be
pick
a
comes up
spec ban
for
coming
team
from
7
Bey.
Colors. Yeah. So the first pick, and that's a Clint. Okay. Gentox, that's not a normal first pick priority, right? What do you think is going on?
It's not.
The choice is mine.
This has happened before as well. ABM also did this. They first picked the marksman, and this only happens when the marksman player is extremely confident they can handle any opposite marksman.
Mm-hmm. Clint is a
Do you think
really
this
good
Clint could
marksman,
handle
like
anything?
from the backline. Oh yeah, like from the backline, Clint can take out almost anyone. The main issue will be
I knew
if
it.
they have a backline diver like the Joy or something like that, and the Joy comes out. Okay, and BeyEsports are going for a typical front-to-back lineup, I would say, because they have picked both the Xavier and the Nathan. High magical damage and range.
So now we'll see some physical damage dealers here. Who do you think it will be?
Hopefully she should. And
Oh,
Value in me.
the jungle pick, most probably, it can be a flex towards the EXP or the tank as well. The Fedrin.
yes. But we know that 7 Colors already has picked a roam. So that's kind of a... I'm also kind of questioning that because Atlas is open. Are they going to ban that later?
They might actually. A good Franco might be a really issue for them. Lunox being banged out, that means they might be going for another tank pick. They want to go for a tanky frontline. As we go for the last ban from 7 Colors. Any guesses?
I am predicting Atlas. No!
Yeah.
Alright.
Incarnate.
The Kaja. It's the Kaja being banged out. So they really don't want the Joy to be picked off by the Kaja when he goes for the back line. The Kufra being
Ooh,
forward over,
that's true.
will they pick it out? Lord Rahul is actually one of the global Kufra players, so this is going to be a great
he
match
is?
if he picks that up. Yeah. And audience,
Then
do
we'll
tell
keep
me in the
it
comment
down
section,
on
what
you.
do you think of the draft? Which team do you think, from the draft perspective, is going to win? The Kufra being picked up.
Engulfed in flame.
Your team is
And immediately the Hayabusa
Hmm.
as well as the Valir comes up. The Valir to counter the Kufra and Fedrin and Hayabusa to go for the back lines. What do you think? Is this a good draft by 7 Colors?
I believe the Valir is a very... I mean, I think it's a very good pick considering they have a Kufra and a Fredrin in their team. They need that
Mhm.
60 immune mage. They can't have damage pressure on them. Now only Clint is kind of the vulnerable person in this team, right?
Yeah. So they are going for a very strong meta of linear in the Rapu right now. So this is gonna be a challenge for Clint because he has that low mobility, except for the second skill and the flicker.
Definitely. He must not lose his flicker before the team fight, otherwise he will get just mocked down.
Yes, surely. And as we are on the loading screen, audience, please tell us which team do you think, from the draft perspective, is gonna win? Any guesses?
Oh,
Gentox, tell me, which is your pick?
I would. I want to root for BeyEsports. I really want to, and I think they will actually win this. But 7 Colors actually has a pretty decent chance if they play smart here. But before we get into this,
Yeah.
I would like to mention the sponsors of this tournament. The main sponsors being Genesis Store, the co-sponsors being IVOI Store and Zeutan Store. They're hosting diamond giveaways with each redeem code being 54 diamonds worth each. So make sure to redeem those codes, which will be popping in the live chat, the caster's desk, and the highlight clips reels. So keep an eye out for that. Now on to you, Ruds.
Yeah, so as we get into the match straight away, we see that the Haya is getting a lot of help in the jungle right now. I think that for 7 Colors is to let the Hayabusa get a snowball over. Because early game is the key to victory right now. If they let it go to the late game, then BeyEsports have two monsters of the late game, like in the Xavier and in the Nathan. So they definitely don't want to let it go late. As we have our first fight for the Litho, and the Litho has been stolen by Hayabusa.
It was pretty close. I saw like Ren also use retreat there.
Yeah. The players use their retreats. Hayabusa connects on the first round. As we go into the gold lane, we see the Nathan is kind of dominating the Clint right now. Both the tankers of the teams are babysitting their gold lane, which is kind of the meta right now. Nice hook, but the
Definitely.
hook was a little short. So,
Who do you think is stronger in
I
lane? Nathan
I
or
think
Clint?
I think Nathan is really strong in the lane because he has that range potential.
Oh,
but
Fredrin.
Clint's first skill is really great right now. And the first blood comes out from the Hayabusa to go to the goal lane, but he was stopped, and that's where the potential of the early game high potential of the Hayabusa comes in.
Most definitely. The Fredrin was get caught out of position, and he did not have that level 4 at that time to give the punishment.
If we look at the laning phases, then early game Joy has a really good rotation advantage over the Lapu Lapu. Nathan has a good range advantage if the Clint doesn't get ahead in gold and just first kills him out. And we are going towards the turtle right now. So both the teams are on the turtle dance right now. Lapu uses his ult and flickers in towards the Hayabusa, takes him out. What a great play, securing the turtle for the team.
This poor Xavier.
Damn.
Oh, maybe not so poor anymore.
Yeah, Xavier. Out,
He
Joy has to
somehow
run back
escapes that.
out. Yeah, he does. It's actually a she, you know. That's a girl player in the team right now.
Oh. Oh,
I must say that she is one of the most, she's one of the most impressive girl players I have seen so far. So yeah, many may
girl power.
not. Yeah, girl power right now. So all the audience in this team, if you want to simp, you can go simp on her. Okay. As well as all the girls take inspiration because MLBB has a lot of pro girls as well. Okay, Hayabusa is invading the jungle right now. He's in a bit of a mess.
For this.
Can he escape? Can he escape? Yes, the rescue team has come in, but Clint is gonna be killed himself.
The
Poor
sacrificial
Clint, but hats
goat.
off to his nobility. Hats off to the gameplay and the selflessness. He's not like your random solo marksman, right? The team dies, I don't die.
But I don't know. I think that the random mountain play might be better here against a Nathan. You don't want to have less gold. Oh, look at the front hook.
And what a hook! And that's a kill onto the Xavier. So far head to head in the gold section, it's really head to head right now. Just a 1-200 gold difference. So both the teams are equally matched, I would say. What do you think, Gentox?
I think, yeah, definitely. The Franco is actually pulling out some pretty good hooks here. I would like to see more. Oh, that almost landed.
That almost landed right now. So most of the teams now are basically focusing on the mid lane because it's connected to the turtle. The second turtle has spawned out.
Oh, this guy knows. He is focusing his hooks at random bushes. It almost lands.
Yeah, he is trying to prediction. Kufra is checking the bushes himself. Franco's in the middle. The turtle is getting low. The Haya is trying to secure. Haya gets the Lord this time. Azazel is a bit late, but can he make it out? Joy goes to the backline. Takes down 2 of the people right now. And that's a triple. As Clint comes out and shows his mark. Damn, that was just a 1-for-4 trade. What do you think, Gentox?
Amazing play, honestly. I didn't expect Azazel to be able to pull in and actually get a kill like that. But can he defend this turret against 2 members here?
Yeah, I think Azazel can do that. He's
going in.
He is in. Almost gets the kill on Xavier Snape. Okay, some Potterheads in the chat. Let us know. Oh. That's magical. Okay, Joy is being annoying as hell. He did get 2 kills, which is really remarkable for the Joy in the 5th minute.
Oh, Franco just flickered in.
BeyEsports is in trouble as the gold lane has been ganked. Kufra will connect onto the Franco, which will not be. It will be a kill. This kill is secured. Kai is in real trouble right now. BeyEsports are responding back with their own gank. They quite yet. They decide to get back. They do not want to stay any longer. Since they have the Valir there, who's really annoying. If you guys have faced it in your matches, do tell me no. Let me know.
I have.
So
I can test to that.
So Gentox, what do you think? Which hero is the most fun to play for you in this draft?
I would say that probably Xavier. I love the feeling of like poking people and them not being able to do anything back.
As you say, the Xavier dies. Commentary
No.
discuss.
I cursed him.
And it's a bit of a small 1v1
Oh, the
going out,
hook.
but Franco gets a hook. Hayabusa dives in, all getting taunt, but the Fedrin dies. Very low, the Kufra is really low, and Joy gets another double kill. And Clint is just running down the mid turret right now. Nathan has his ult pulled out and gets a shutdown, but Clint shuts him down instead.
Ooh. Clint's
The
items
whole
are right
gang
there
comes
now.
out, and it's just a 2-for-3 trade in the favor of 7 colors. The gold lead is 1k in the lead for 7 colors again. So, what do you think? When will the power spike hit up for BeyE, Gentox?
I believe it will head up soon enough, and like maybe after they win one more team fight. Nathan is kind of underfed right now because, as you see, it's like a 1k difference between him and Clint. That's what's really kind of
Yeah.
stopping them.
But here the Lapu Lapu is really strong in his lane right now. He's also on a killing spree.
Yeah, he's won his
And as we
lane.
go for the third turtle fight, it's really low right now. Fedrin will secure it without a contest. Hayabusa ults and he's trying to get away. He does too. All 5 are invading the jungle. They catch Franco out. Joy is waiting in the back line. He doesn't get an opportunity and they decide not to engage as this is not a favorable fight to take. So, BeyE are somewhat making a comeback. Is this a comeback story?
Hmm. This might be. Oh, the Kufra.
Another jump by Kufra. And we have to say bye-bye to Munir
Azazel.
again. What a connection by the Kufra and the Lapu Lapu. Okay, Hayabusa jumps in between everyone and just dies. He couldn't do much about it. There's so much CC out there. I feel for the junglers right now, you know. This meta is so
Yeah.
much CC based that none of the assassins can make a mark. I mean,
Unless
of
when
course,
you're like
there's
Kyrie or something, you
Kairi.
can't really do something.
Yeah, unless you're Kairi and the rules don't apply.
Man's playing Lance tank out there and
Okay.
winning.
Yeah, tank Lance. Maybe the next teams to go for a tank Lance outplay. Right? We would
Oh,
like
and
really be
Xavier
excited to see
though.
that. Okay. Xavier is really low, but he will make it
Oh!
out again. Oh,
No,
the
he will
Franco
not.
doesn't let him go. Let her go. Okay.
This is the second time this
So,
Franco's
Franco
flickered
says
in on
no.
someone.
Yeah, the Franco is really aggressive. Along with the Joy, who's on a really good spree right now, 5-1 and 3. Hayabusa comes in, gets a kill of its own. And the mid turret has been pushed as well. They're all the way through to the inhibitor. And BeyE are in sort of a trouble as Fedrin falls down as well in the bottom turret, bottom lane.
Joy's
And
damage
they
is
are
really going
gonna-
through.
They are gonna pounce on, not want to let them go. They are chasing him like hungry hyenas, and the Lapu shows his brave strength but fails nonetheless.
Rest in peace, Azazel.
Rip Azazel until you respawn. True gamers never die, they respawn. And Hayabusa jumps in again, but
Definitely.
he decides not to do that. It's
This
already the
Hayabusa has
mid-game
no
mark, so
fear.
yeah. So it's already the mid-game, so the Hayabusa would like to transition towards the split pushing phase and active phase, as they are on the first lord, and I don't think so the BeyE is gonna contest. Just a little snipe from the Xavier which doesn't connect.
BeyE does want to pick someone off, but they aren't finding anyone because 7 Colors is waiting for that Lord push
Exactly.
first.
Yeah.
Oh, Joy though.
And Joy gets the backline kill over the Nathan. This can be trouble for the BeyEsports. All of them into a team fight grouped up. Franco gets another hit on the Fedrin. Mega kill by the Clint. Double kill by the Clint. Hayabusa jumps in and gets executed as well. Okay, are you entertained, guys? What action! It's up to the Xavier to defend the turret and the Holy
No.
Crystal. Oh, damn.
It's a
Xavier
1
is
versus
trying his
3.
best, but are they gonna get outnumbered? They are running down the base, and just like that, 7 Colors gets the victory over BeyEsports. What a quick match right now.
That's
the key
the
to win,
GG.
they totally dominated Talks. What 7 Colors did different? to get the
I
win.
would say this Franco is just another breed along with his Joy. He did not hesitate because
Yes.
usually I would say Franco players are kind of scared to go in the front and do something because they are much squishier
Typically,
than other
your
things.
random players.
But
Yeah,
this
they
one,
are
he's
really
just a flicker in the third. He's just a flicker in your face and ult you. He does not care who's
Yeah.
nearby.
Really daring. If we go for the stats, then the MVP of the match is the Joy right now, Cynthia from Color 7 with 7, 1 and 7. She did.
Showing that girl
He
power
did a
there.
really good job. Maybe a girl power. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's what do you call it? You call it catfish, I guess. No, right? But this Joy really played its part by picking out the back line. Damn, like any team fight, the Joy was there to make sure that the back line had no option but not take participation in team fight.
Most
Who else
definitely.
do you think played a really good part?
I would like to mention Azazel, not just because he's a caster,
Oh,
but he
yeah.
actually did extremely well from
He did extremely
side.
well. He was holding his lane.
It actually punished like Valir and Clint several times, even Hayabusa when they
Yeah.
tried to initiate on him.
Yeah.
So
I think overall,
Good on
if
him.
BeyEsports tried to play a slow game and not give away too many kills in the early game, got a better chance. And if they didn't die, especially that last gang before the Lord, they lost all 4 of their members, leaving the poor Xavier to defend. So much responsibility on a young girl. That's not done. That's not done, Bey. Come on.
come on.
Yeah. But all of them played well, especially Lord Kaze was in the fight. He got the shutdown of the Joy in between, but he just didn't have enough farm to actually do anything about the match. And same for the Xavier and everyone else. Hayabusa
Alright,
did a really
now-
good job, although he was really aggressive. Alright,
Yeah.
I think Zentok wants to say something about the match as well,
Yeah.
or maybe something else. Let's go.
I would like to ask you, now that these both teams have had a taste of each other, who's gonna win the next one?
Yeah. If they face off again, I think BeyEsports are exactly gonna know what type of playstyle these Color 7 has, and maybe they can go for a counter draft or a counter strategy, especially playing position. I think this defeat or setback will be a major point for Bey because they have to dig down deep, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Definitely.
they might be able to next time get the better of the teams.
Which
Bey
hero do you
is-
think they can use to counter Joy? Because I don't think no one was able to stop Joy in that match.
Yeah, I think the key for this Joy victory was in their draft itself. Color 7 banning out the Kaja itself. When
Yes.
a Joy dives in, there's literally no CC who's going to stop because his second skill is immune to any CC. So the only thing
They-
which can stop is the suppression. They picked out
Mhm.
Franco and they banned the Kaja, so there's no more suppression left. The only thing which can stop a Joy in this situation would be a really, mobile kind of a hero in the back lines. But since they only had a Xavier and a Nathan, the mobility was not as much in there, right? So that was the
Definitely.
main issue, I think, for Bey. So also, I would say that Bey couldn't get to the backline much. They were in a farm deposit itself, so that was their main issue as well.
They couldn't really get to their backlines when their own backline wasn't able to do any damage because of the
Yeah,
Joy.
exactly. Even if the Kufra and the frontline engaged, their damage dealers couldn't quite join the team fight because this Joy was there. I think if any teams wants to win against this Color 7, they should definitely ban the Joy out.
Yeah, definitely.
This Joy is in some experienced hands right now.
Either ban it or pick a good suppression skill.
Yeah, you need to prioritize your first pick into a suppression kind of a thing. Maybe the Kaja or the Franco first pick. So, and what surprised me is the Clint really worked out as a first pick. We don't see that in the meta, especially in the MPLs or anything.
Yeah, but even though we don't see him in the meta, it's not like he's been nerfed heavily. He is still good.
Yeah,
He's the king of poke, I would
he is
say
really
that.
good. Oh yes, the poke is so much. It's so damaging and agonizing at the same point. Like you have to recall every time after laning, or you will miss minions because he will just lane lock you.
Yeah.
I think overall the focus of Color 7 was on the gold lane as well, which was a really good point. Clint only died once compared to the Nathan who died 4 times. So I think
Definitely.
overall they backed up their gold lane a lot because they knew that Hayabusa was gonna fall in the late game, mid to late game. So they did really good on the part. I think Color 7 having played 3 times in this MKE tournament, esports tournament right now, have the edge on the experience side, whereas BeyE has just started out. Actually, they have just started out this month, and they participated in the tournament.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, that
They did
is
pretty well.
yeah, that they played really well for the time they had, and they actually have some issues. So I had an opportunity to speak to the leader, Lord Kaze. So he said that they only played like 10 to 15 matches before they could register for the tournament. So maybe this is the young experience versus the which is going out right now. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's it for me, guys. And Gentox will have its own departure as well. Thank you for having me. It was a lovely match, and you guys have been a great audience right now. This is me, Roots Official, signing out, along with Gentox. Gentox, do you
See
want to
you.
say goodbye to the audience?
Yeah. So goodbye, guys. Oh yeah. Before we go, we should mention again the sponsors of this tournament being Genesis Store, vist Store, and Zeutan Store. Guys, make sure to check out the codes that will be in between the matches. They are first come first serve, so keep an eye out. And that's it from me.
Yeah,
Nathan or Clint?
I think Nathan is really strong in the lane because he has hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Till then, we'll see ya. Peace out.
Nathan or Clint?
I think Nathan is really strong in the lane because he has that range potential.
Oh,
but
Fredrin.
Clint's first kill is really great right now. And the first blood comes out from the higher boost.
Nathan or Clint?
I think Nathan is really strong in the lane because he has that range potential.
Oh,
but
Fredrin.
Clint's first kill is really great right now. And the first blood comes out from the higher boost.
Nathan or Clint?
I think Nathan is really strong in the lane because he has that range potential.
Oh,
but
Fredrin.
Clint's first kill is really great right now. And the first blood comes out from the higher boost.
Nathan or Clint?
Turtle dance right now. Lapu uses his ult and flickers in towards the higher boost and takes him out. What a great play, securing the turtle for the team. The turtle dance right now. Lapu uses his ult and flickers in towards the higher boost and takes him out. What a great play, securing the turtle for the team. The turtle dance right now. Lapu uses his ult and flickers in towards the higher boost and takes him out. What a great play, securing the turtle for the team. The turtle dance right now. Lapu uses his ult and flickers in towards the higher boost and takes him out. What a great play, securing the turtle for the team. The turtle dance right now. Lapu uses his ult and flickers in towards the higher boost and takes him out. What a great play, securing the turtle for the team. The turtle dance right now. Lapu uses his ult and flickers in towards the higher boost and takes him out. What a great play, securing the turtle for the team. The turtle dance right now. Lapu uses his ult and flickers in towards the higher boost and takes him out. What a great play, securing the turtle for the team. The turtle dance right now. Lapu uses his ult and flickers in towards the higher boost and takes him out. What a great play, securing the turtle for the team. The turtle dance right now. Lapu uses his ult and flickers in towards the higher boost and takes him out. What a great play, securing the turtle for the team. The turtle dance right now. Lapu uses his ult and flickers in towards the higher boost and takes him out. Not this time. Azazel is a bit late, but can he make it out? Joy goes to the backline, takes down 2 of the people right.
Annoying. He's being along with Barat is just zoning Johnson out Jupiter. But the Wrath of Drive was absolutely perfect. Coming gets the retribution on time. Using the Endless will be taking a lot of damage out of it. Not getting the Johnson will launch the and there we go. It's the lead with the super position. It's Rush not sniping.
Alright guys, so we are back and with another match. This is Loopmaster and along with me I have Ego with me today. So we already have seen the first match. It was BeyEsports versus 7 Color. Whoever's wins this match, I mean this is gonna be the second match. So the team that won previously will be moving forward if they win this match as well. But if the other team wins, so I mean, if it goes up to the final, then it's gonna be the best of 3. So guys, we are gonna go straight into the draft section here. And Ego, can you start with the draft section, please?
Yeah, I mean, first match that was very amazing first match, and the joy was played by 7 Colors. And yes, this is a respect ban coming in from BeyEsports. They don't want that joy being that trouble again. I saw that last match. 7 Colors, I mean, they were looking kind of shaky in the early phase, but they were able to win that match. So right now BeyEsports hanging on to the little, a thin thread right now.
Yeah, they actually need to win this match at all costs if they want to stay in this tournament. And Olet has been banned by 7 Colors, and so has been Julian has also been banned as well. Yes, and Von was the second ban coming from the side of 7 Colors here, and Minstar has been picked without any thought here. I mean, we have seen
this
BeyEsports,
draft was very quick.
Yeah, really. I mean, a quick draft actually doesn't a good impression about the teams. But yeah, I mean, if they know what they want to pick and what they have decided, I mean, so yeah, things can work out for either of the teams.
Yes, 7 Colors, they have picked that Alice and the Clint. We don't see much of the Alice nowadays, but it will be an interesting. It will be interesting to see how they are going to use that Alice. Meanwhile, from the side of BeyEsports, they have locked down that Moskov against that Clint. What do you think about this? Because in the early phases of laning, Moskov actually struggles against the Clint, but surprisingly, we have a Selena pick.
Wow, that's a surprise here, and I love to see good Selena players because when you are playing Selena, you actually need to know a lot about the map awareness and the bushes as well. So let's see how it goes. Labu Labu has been picked as well. So yeah, I mean Labu Labu has been in the meta for a while now, and
it is
yeah.
definitely one of the better XP lane heroes right now. So there is no question on that. But let's see what will be the first ban from 7 Colors. And yes, we'll be banning that signature hero of Lord Rahul, who has already picked that Minchitar, though they have banned that Khufra. I mean, what are your opinions on this? That Minchitar is like most likely going on that roam.
Yeah, so Kufra is a good ban, but it totally depends, if there are any heroes that use dash abilities, but for now only Selena and Moscow, and that too not frequently, since you know the countdown on Moscow depends on his passive as well. So yeah, I would say if you're gonna ban Kufra, then you must have some sort of heroes like Lancelot or Fanny maybe. But yeah, I mean, banning Kufra in such a condition, let's see, they still have to pick their jungler as well, so we can still get some sort of match.
The Valir, yes, the Valir has once again been picked up by Seven Colors. They used this Valir in the last match too. Uh,
What's your command?
and the Kufra ban has been like it is coming, it might be coming back to haunt Team Seven Colors back, because the opponent team has picked that Fanny and a Badang. Ah, this will be.
So, this is kind of strange, Rod, because Kufra was actually banned by Seven Colors, and Fanny has been picked by BeyEsports. So, I mean, Franco as well has been banned. So, all the counters for Fanny are not there, and it's gonna be very difficult for Seven Colors to survive against a good Fanny.
Yeah, Team Seven Colors, they don't have much counter for that Fanny actually. We can see that like there's no like a long stun that can like catch that Fanny off guard.
Yeah, that's the thing. And even Fredrin with those taunt skills, he can only, take a little while to actually use those skills. So you need something that can immediately stun or suppress a hero, and those heroes are still not there in Seven Colors. Guys, we are in the land of Dawn here. This is gonna be base sports versus Seven Colors, and if Seven Colors wins this match, they will be qualifying for the quarterfinals, and Bay Sports will be eliminated. But there is a good chance here for Bay Sports to actually qualify for the best of three, and yeah, they have a good draft, I would say. Moscow, yeah, he will be a game changer here. But also, Ego, if you look at the draft once again, Mistar has also been picked from the side of Fanny. So yeah, Mistar is also there. Kufra was banned, Franco was banned. So I think they actually forced them to let them have Fanny.
Yes, like a Team Bay Sports, I guess they were planning to get that Fanny and was actually helped by the side of Seven Colors. Meanwhile, on the mid lane near the Lithuania, the first blood has been taken by that Fanny, and Alice will also be going down. 4 members of Team Bay Esports there to get that. I mean, on that Litho fight, but that Litho will be taken by the side of Seven Colors, I guess.
Yeah, but you have to keep in mind the early kills and early trades, they really help a team build up that gold stack. And this will help them in the turtle fight as well. But here you can see Lord Rahul seems to be in trouble, and he is quite low here. And seems to me that Clint will be able to take down Minsits are there. So a good kill coming from the side of Seven Colors as well. And at the bottom lane, seems to me that Badang is in trouble, and will he be able to escape? Yes, he will survive for now. And Turtle will be coming on to the land of Dawn in 10 seconds. And Fatty was trying to use her cables to actually take down around there. Lapu Lapu is the one who's being played by around, but yes, he will survive for now. And there is some sort of turret defense as well in the first 5 minutes. So it's gonna be the turtle. Lord Roll is already there, and he still doesn't have level 4 because he's roaming right now. And it seems to me that Fredden with that retribution will be able to take down. And here comes Lapu Lapu with Bravest Warrior, and yes, he will be taken down with Badang. What a damage coming from Badang there! Surprising, and Fanny will be able. Fanny was taken down as well. So double kill for Alice there. Wow.
We thought that fight was going in the favor of Team Bay Esports, but it was just turned around by that Alice right there, like a 3-1 trade. And also, Team Seven Colors, they got that turtle. Meanwhile, on the top side, the Moscow is actually struggling against that clean, like I assumed. This is looking quite bad for Bay Esports,
Almost
because they need to win this.
Yeah, and Clint was almost caught there with those traps that Fanny has. And once again, as you can see, very close call. But yeah, I mean, in the early game, Moscow will have some trouble. Once again, as you can see, that Alice has been. Oh my goodness, this time she was not able to escape, and Cutthroat by Fanny was able to take down uh, Alice there. But in the meantime, Fredrin has taken that purple orange buff from that Fanny's jungle. So yeah, I mean, oh, and at the bottom lane once again, as you can see, Lapu Lapu was taken down against Batang. So yeah, I mean, there are a lot of fight coming, and once again at the top lane, Valir will be able to counter Mrs. there, and seems to be that he is quite low, but will be able to survive because Clint was suppressed by Selena's skills. Oh, here comes Fanny with those cables, and she used Cutthroat. Did she? Yes, she did, but Clint will survive for now. Lots
Yes,
of fights
there is
coming.
lots of fights going on, and that Moskov ult almost had that Clint and that Valir, but the damage was not enough, so they will be surviving. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, the Badang is doing good enough to hold against this Lapu Lapu. I mean, Lapu, both of the XP laners, they are doing their own thing. Meanwhile, on the turtle lane, turtle pit, there is a fight going on. The Fanny will be taken down by that Alice. The and Fredrin will secure that turtle. Fredrin goes in and will take the kill on that Minchita. In trouble, but he will manage to escape.
I mean, look, if you look at Alice, we thought that she might not be able to do so well, but she is doing amazing right now. I mean, 3 kills already, and with that, 1 assist as well. So she has taken down Fanny 2 times as well. So she has been quite useful here for 7 colors.
Yes, BeyEsports, they are quite struggling right now because they are down on the gold by almost 3,000 gold, and on the top side, Clint has also taken their first tier turret.
Yeah, and at the bottom lane there was a little fight. Badang, oh, here comes Minsta once again with that ultimate, trying to slow down Frederick, but no follow-up coming from the side of Bay Esports there. So once again, as you can see, that 7 colors are constantly invading the jungle of Bay Esports, and they are trying to steal as much as they can. Meanwhile, on the top lane, once again, Alice is there with her ultimate. And yes, oh, that was a close call. Will she be able to take down Moscow? She is still there, and Selena is actually trying to give her some sort of restriction, and she will be able to. And in the meantime, Clint was taken down by Fanny with that cutthroat as well. And it seems to me that once again, Selena will survive for now. And Minsitar has been the one who is helping his team quite a lot here. Once again, you can see ultimate has been fought by Mr. And here comes Valir. It's been a long time that he has been surviving, but for not for long because of that Valir, you cannot escape that easily. So yeah, it was a good team fight. A 2-for-1 trade coming from both teams, and yeah, it was a good one. But you can see here, purple buff now in trouble for Fanny. Ego.
Yeah, the purple buff will be taken by that Fredrin, but the stun from Selena connects on to that Valir, and the Valir will be taken down. But the Fanny went in for the kill, but the Clint will also take the revenge kill on that Fanny. I mean, the team Bay Esports, they're struggling against this Alice a lot. I mean, we saw how that Alice. Oh, meanwhile, on that bottom side of the jungle, a team fight has happened, and Lapu Lapu and Fredrin, they are going to die on the hands of four members of Bay Esports. Like I was saying, they are struggling against that Alice. Actually, they were struggling to kill her, even with 3 members aboard.
Yes, indeed, and there's another turtle fight coming, and Alice is the one who has been very aggressive. And once again, as you can see, she is not staying behind. And here comes the Dog with their ultimate and that stun. Oh my goodness, the amount of stuns there, but still, Alice will be able to survive with all that HP. Oh wow, the lifesteal is insane coming from Alice, and there was a maniac as well. Oh wow, Valir was able to take down all those members with the help of Alice, and it was an amazing fight there. Wow, what a fight
all
there! 1 versus 4.
all all of our eyes was on Valir managed to steal that spotlight with that maniac. This
Yes.
match is going interesting, but it's looking very bad for BeyEsports as of right now. They are struggling right now. They are struggling a lot.
Yes, once again, Bevis for your popped up. Alice seems to be in trouble this time. There was turret damage, so yes, he will not be able to survive. Finally, Bay Sports was able to take down, but in return, they lost Visitar and Padang as well. So two members down from the side of Bay Sports, and it seems to be that inhibitor will be taken out. No, it will. They will survive for now, but let's see for how long. Because they are still not. Doing a good strategy there. Once again, Brevis Warrior popped, and Moscow will be taken down, and Selena as well. So, as you can see, Valir was able to put a lot of CC there, and seems to be that Clint. Oh my goodness, the damage from Clint is insane, almost taking down Fanny there.
The damage of the Clint is online right now, and that I guess most of the members of got their core items. We saw that Lapu Lapu going in a oh, 1v3, and right now he is again going into the 1v3, but this time he won't be able to survive because of the damage coming in from that Fanny and the Badang. I guess Team 7 Colors, they are waiting for the Lord right now. They are going back to safety and just stalling out the members of Team BeyEsports.
Yes, and you have to uh, see here that Seven Colors are sometimes overcommitting to a fight, and they have overstayed their welcome a couple of times in the jungle or near the inhibitors of Bay Sports, and this has actually costed them. So if they keep on doing that, if a good team fight coming from Bay Sports, it can turn the tide of the match as well. So they'll have to be very careful here. But for now, no engagement coming from the side of Bay Sports on that. Lord as well, and yes, Lord will be taken down quite easily without any sort of interference coming from the side of Bay Sports. And yeah, so now Bay Sports will have to defend this Lord as well.
Well, it is the level 1 Lord right now, so it is quite manageable. But the damage is the damage has been online from that Clint and that Alice. It's just now right now too much to be handling, because the Lord will be just used as a a meat shield right now, and not an I mean, what do we say, an weapon, or I would say entity to be used to be pushed. But Alice is here, and Lapu Lapu goes in with the bravest warrior, and he will find that kill onto that Moskov. Selena was able to get him out, but Valir was also able to manage to take down that Minshitar, but the Clint was taken down by that Badang. Too much happening, but the crystal was being locked down by that Fredrin, while all of that chaos was going on. And yes, 7 Colors will be winning this best of 3, 2-0. Uh, I mean, what a match, Noob Master.
Yeah, it was a great match to see. I thought Bay Sports would give a good competition there, but unfortunately, they were not able to use that Fanny to her full advantage as well. Congratulations to Seven Color. They will be moving forward towards the quarterfinals, and Seven Colors will be moving forward towards the quarterfinal. And Bay Sports, battle luck next time. You have played well. You have moved on to this round as well. So yeah. I would say that they have the potential. They can do much better, and they will. So, yeah, this is it for this match. We'll be back very soon, coming for the next match, and yeah, we'll be right back.
Noob Master, I'm sorry to correct you, but this was the last match of the night. I mean, this was the last match. All of the matches for tonight are over. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be joining tomorrow. This is Ego and with my co-caster Ego signing. Co-caster Noob Master signing off. And was actually helped by the side of 7 colors. Meanwhile, on the mid lane near the Lithuania, the first blood has been taken by that Fanny, and the Alice will also be going and was actually helped by the side of 7 colors. Meanwhile, on the mid lane near the Lithuania, the first blood has been taken by that Fanny, and the Alice will also be going and was actually helped by the side of 7 colors. Meanwhile, on the mid lane near the Lithuania, the first blood has been taken by that Fanny, and the Alice will also be going and was actually helped by the side of 7 colors. Meanwhile, on the mid lane near the Lithuania, the first blood has been taken by that Fanny, and the Alice will also be going and was actually helped by the side of 7 colors. Meanwhile, on the mid lane near the Lithuania, the first blood has been taken by that Fanny, and the Alice will also be going and was actually helped by the side of 7 colors. Meanwhile, on the mid lane near the Lithuania, the first blood has been taken by that Fanny, and the Alice will also be going and was actually helped by the side of 7 colors. Meanwhile, on the mid lane near the Lithuania, the first blood has been taken by that Fanny, and the Alice will also be going and was actually helped by the side of 7 colors. Meanwhile, on the mid lane near the Lithuania, the first blood has been taken by that
Distribution will be able to take down, and here comes Lapu with Brevis Warrior, and yes, he will be taken down with Badang. What a damage coming from Badang there! Surprising, and Fanny will be able. Fanny was Distribution will be able to take down, and here comes Lapu with Brevis Warrior, and yes, he will be taken down with Badang. What a damage coming from Badang there! Surprising, and Fanny will be able. Fanny was Distribution will be able to take down, and here comes Lapu with Brevis Warrior, and yes, he will be taken down with Badang. What a damage coming from Badang there! Surprising, and Fanny will be able. Fanny was Distribution will be able to take down, and here comes Lapu with Brevis Warrior, and yes, he will be taken down with Badang. What a damage coming from Badang there! Surprising, and Fanny will be able. Fanny was Distribution will be able to take down, and here comes Lapu with Brevis Warrior, and yes, he will be taken down with Badang. What a damage coming from Badang there! Surprising, and Fanny will be able. Fanny was Distribution will be able to take down, and here comes Lapu with Brevis Warrior, and yes, he will be taken down
by
with
that Alice. And Fredrin will secure that turtle. Fredrin goes in and will take the kill on that Minchita in trouble, but he will buy that Alice. And Fredrin will secure that turtle. Fredrin goes in and will take the kill on that Minchita in trouble, but he will buy that Alice. And Fredrin will secure that turtle. Fredrin goes in and will take the kill on that Minchita in trouble, but he will buy that Alice. And Fredrin will secure that turtle. Fredrin goes in and will take the kill on that Minchita in trouble, but he will buy that Alice. And Fredrin will secure that turtle. Fredrin goes in and will take the kill on that Minchita in trouble, but he will buy that Alice. And Fredrin will secure that turtle. Fredrin goes in and will take the kill on that Minchita in trouble, but he will buy that Alice.
Alice is the one who has been very aggressive, and once again, as you can see, she is not staying behind, and here comes Badang with their ultimate and that stun. Oh my goodness, the amount of stuns there, but still Alice will be able to survive with all that. Alice is the one who has been very aggressive, and once again, as you can see, she is not staying behind, and here comes Badang with their ultimate and that stun. Oh my goodness, the amount of stuns there, but still Alice will be able to survive with all that. Alice is the one who has been very aggressive, and once again, as you can see, she is not staying behind, and here comes Badang with their ultimate and that stun. Oh my goodness, the amount of stuns there, but still Alice will be able to survive with all that. Alice is the one who has been very aggressive, and once again, as you can see, she is not staying behind, and here comes Badang with their ultimate and that stun. Oh my goodness, the amount of stuns there, but still Alice will be able to survive with all that. Alice is the one who has been very aggressive, and once again, as you can see, she is not staying behind, and here comes Badang with their ultimate and that stun. Oh my goodness, the amount of stuns there, but still Alice will will be able to survive with all that. Alice is the one who has been very aggressive, and once again, as you can see, she is not staying behind. And here comes Pratap with their ultimate and that stun. Oh my goodness, the amount of stuns there, but still, Alice will be able to survive with all that. Alice is the one who has been very aggressive, and once again, as you can see, she
weapon, or I'd say entity to be used to be pushed, but Alice is here, and Lapu Lapu goes in with the bravest warrior, and he will find that kill onto that Moskov weapon, or I'd say entity to be used to be pushed, but Alice is here, and Lapu Lapu goes in with the bravest warrior, and he will find that kill onto that Moskov weapon, or I'd say entity to be used to be pushed, but Alice is here, and Lapu Lapu goes in with the bravest warrior, and he will find that kill onto that Moskov weapon, or I'd say entity to be used to be pushed, but Alice is here, and Lapu Lapu goes in with the bravest warrior, and he will find that kill onto that Moskov weapon, or I'd say entity to be used to be pushed, but Alice is here, and Lapu Lapu goes in with the bravest warrior, and he will find that kill onto that Moskov weapon, or I'd say entity to be used to be pushed, but Alice is here, and Lapu Lapu goes in with the bravest warrior, and he will find that kill onto that Moskov weapon, or I'd say entity to be used to be pushed, but Alice is here, and Lapu Lapu goes in with the bravest warrior, and he will find that kill onto that Moskov weapon, or I'd say entity to be used to be pushed, but Alice is here, and Lapu Lapu goes in with the bravest warrior, and he will find that kill onto that Moskov weapon, or I'd say entity to be used to be pushed, but Alice is here, and Lapu Lapu goes in with the bravest warrior, and he will find that kill onto that Moskov weapon, or I'd say entity to be used to be pushed, but Alice is here, and Lapu Lapu goes in with the bravest warrior, and he will find that kill onto that Moskov weapon, or I'd say entity to be used to be pushed, but Alice is here, and Lapu Lapu goes in with the bravest warrior, and he will find that kill onto that Moskov weapon, or I'd say entity to be used to be pushed, but Alice is here, and Lapu Lapu goes in with the bravest warrior, and he will find that kill onto that Moskov weapon, or I'd say entity to be used to be pushed, but Alice is here, and Lapu Lapu goes in with the bravest warrior, and he will find that kill onto that Moskov weapon, or I'd say entity to be used to be pushed, but Alice is here, and Lapu Lapu goes in with the bravest warrior, and he will find that kill onto that Moskov weapon, or I'd say entity to be used to be pushed, but Alice is here, and Lapu Lapu goes in with the bravest warrior, and he will find that kill onto that Moskov weapon, or I'd say entity to be used to be pushed, but Alice is here, and Lapu Lapu goes in with the bravest warrior, and he will find that kill onto that Moskov weapon, or I'd say entity to be used to be pushed, but
Alice is the one who has been very aggressive, and once again, as you can see, she is not staying behind. And here comes Pratap with their ultimate and